Oh, please don't trip over. Please, please don't. Spare me.
This isn't for iPhone, is it?
No, you need to get... Okay.
It's up there.
Don't trip. This cord is kind of also fucked, but it works.
Are we live?
Some good chords. Yeah.
Big yep. Hello, everyone.
I almost just tripped on it.
Welcome back to the live stream. Had some technical difficulties. Is your computer plugged in?
Yes, it is.
Gonna put my fucking... How do you turn this bad boy on, or does it automatically go? Oh, it automatically does. Okay, cool.
Alright.
Do you want to hold comments?
Hang on.
You just
There we go. Sure, I'll hold comments.
put it more towards you. Okay, so we're live?
Yes.
Okay. Continuing, we're gonna be talking about music today. So,
Hey guys. We're gonna be talking about music today.
we're gonna anyways.
Why is it loading? Wait, is it good? I don't know anymore.
You're gonna punch your computer.
I don't know. What is wrong with you? Are we good? Look me in the eyes, Cram. Right in the eyes.
Yeah, it's loaded.
Look me in the eyes, Cram. Are we good?
Okay, we're fine.
Look Cram in his eyes for me. Look at my right in his eyes.
Continuing where
Are we good?
Can we move on?
We're gonna be talking about music today.
So, moving on with the actual topic, I forgot to mention Black Bear and the 1975 are also poppy kind of artists that I listen to. As far as listening to them on a daily basis, I commute to school every day for about, in total, round trip, I want to say 45 minutes to an hour, and the entire time I'm listening to music. Mm-hmm. Music that I like. Sometimes, if I feel adventurous, I'll listen to music that I don't normally listen to, but that's on occasion, not all the time.
Yeah.
So music is definitely a part of my daily life.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to it when I'm in the shower. I listen to it whenever I'm playing a game and feel like listening to music that's not in-game music, So music is most certainly part of my daily life, and like I said, I listen to it when I am working on schoolwork. Music has a lot of different things. It can motivate you, can get you focused, it can get you big pumped.
Yeah.
It can chill you out.
Like at work. Like
at work.
I feel like when we have music going, it just gets the day going by way faster.
Exactly. And when there's a song that comes on that really gets you pumped,
mm-hmm.
it gets you in the mood to start getting shit done.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my relationship with music today.
We're back. I just fucked up hardcore and didn't realize my PC was not, or my laptop wasn't plugged in.
Yeah, so
it just fucking
his
died.
computer died, so that's what.
And then I tripped over the camera, and the camera fell over, and we had to fix that, and then that was low quality, but you guys can't see it anyway. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look terrible.
Yeah. So that's basically my relationship with music today. I view music in a positive light. I think music is a good thing because it is an expression of what people see or how they feel.
Mm-hmm. And
you can convey interesting ideas through the medium that is music.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can have ideas in science or literature, things like that, topics that people think. When you think about an idea or innovation, you don't typically think of music. You think of like the next iPhone.
Yeah.
Or, flying fucking cars or just some shit. You don't really think about music.
Yeah.
If you notice, there is an evolution of music that goes on. I mean, you can tell that just by listening to. I know everybody's heard like the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack.
Yeah.
That shit's from like the 60s, even as far back as the 40s. Compare that to music now, and even though their music now and music then are enjoyable to listen to, and they're both good songs depending on which songs you pick.
Yeah.
In my opinion, obviously, but so that they've changed so much, just even in the production value and how the artists convey their message.
Richard says, I personally think newer music has been too infected by the prospect of easy money and fame.
That is definitely a popular opinion, and one that's easily backed up. You know,
Yeah.
like we were talking about before the stream cut out, the trap, if you want to call it that, trap, mumble rap, that music is in the mainstream.
Yeah.
It's what you're gonna hear on the radio. It's what it's most talked about. You don't really hear about rock or pop music as much as you do rap right now. You know, just like how when Nirvana was around, rock and like grunge music was in the mainstream. You know, you heard more about Nirvana and Muse and fucking Fall Out Boy and all these other rock bands more than you did rap. So rap is definitely in the mainstream right now, and one of the core things of like the trap thing that's going on right now is people talking about money.
Yeah.
Flexing. That's what it's been deemed. Flexing. You know, showing people that you've got more money than them. You can buy fancy fucking cars. You can live in mansions. You know? Yeah. That's even a thing in some YouTubers today. You know? Just buying big shit and showing it off.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing. It makes people feel more confident. You know, like...
Yeah.
So, but music today being influenced with getting famous and things like that, I want to say that I somewhat agree with that opinion.
Yeah.
Because not all music like that, you know?
Yeah.
I just think I have a problem with the generalization. Because I definitely do agree that some music is like that. Yeah. Definitely, but I don't think all of it is.
Yeah, it's like a kid doing something bad in a class and the entire class getting punished.
Yeah, exactly. The generalizations. Yeah. But I definitely do agree with that, opinion. What about you?
I mean, with the type of music I listen to just a little of everything. Like, if I made my own playlist, it'd go from like, say like, some rock to some rap to some like classical music to like a cappella. Like it could just go anywhere. Like I don't really have a specific like
type or genre.
Yeah. And I think like what am I trying to say? When I listen to music like every day, like you said, you listen to it in the car. I'll spend a lot of my time playing games, and if depending on like what I'm playing, most of the time I've got headphones on, listen to music, just jamming out, playing. So like I listen to music every day, and like we were talking about earlier, like with work, like we have those songs that we'll just play, and it definitely helps you get through the day. And then like say getting off work, like there's times where me and you get off work from a really late night, and there's like different times where like say, oh, let's play like something hype. Let's like get out of this bad mood we're in.
Yeah.
Or it's just like, let's just play something chill. Let's just
exactly. Let's
drive.
Relax.
Yeah. And that's what I like really like about music is it's just like it can like help you get out of bad moods or help you. It can also help you get into
bad moods.
Yeah.
Like sad.
Like you can listen to sad music and not get into a bad mood, but like there's like definitely like songs I'll listen to that I'm just like, okay, I need to change this. Like
yeah.
I'm getting sad.
Yeah.
But then there's also music that I like, cause I'll have times where I'm like in my own like head, and I'll just like listen to certain music, and like just chill out. It doesn't even have to help. It just kind of like, I'm just kind of there.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, like background noise.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. I don't know. Music is I think it's a big part of my life as well. I mean, I think music is a big part of everyone's life, even if you're not like into music, you still listen to music. It could be video game music. It can be music in movies,
TV or
yeah. I think that's all I really have on that.
Yeah. One thing I do want to say before we move on to the next topic is what I enjoy about music. Mostly enjoy about music is that in the way that people convey their ideas, there is music that like you see on YouTube, like 24-hour lo-fi hip-hop beats,
Yeah.
Music like that where it's just that, it's background noise, You can listen to it. You don't really have to think about it. But there's also music that conveys such a complex idea or theme that you have to actively listen to it almost.
Yeah.
Kind of like a song that comes to mind is Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. Everybody knows that song, right? Very confusing song, complex. Nobody truly knows what it means. Nobody really does. Plenty of speculation.
Yeah.
You know, I've never really dug that deep into it. But I know it's a song, 10-minute song, that conveys several ideas and themes that you wouldn't really think about if you just kind of listened to it as if it were background music.
Yeah.
You know? So I think that's what I enjoy about music as a whole. You can the way that you can convey your idea is just numerous, you know? So...
Hang on.
Okay.
Richard has said something. He said, big problem is how the mainstream, no matter the genre, is invaded by people looking for similarity in what's popular. So many bands were awful in the era of Nirvana as much as bad rappers today.
Yeah, I mean, again, I kind of agree with that, but that's going to be a problem, not in music, but in any industry at all. Like, an example that comes to my head, YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube. There are good YouTube gamers out there. There are YouTube gamers out there that are very enjoyable to watch. You know, I'll say that right off the top of my head.
Clickbait. And...
yeah. Then there's people that made a YouTube gaming channel because they want traction, because they want the money.
Yeah.
People that, you know, there's good YouTube vloggers, people that you enjoy to watch, and then there's vloggers that do it to get money.
Yeah.
That I feel like that's a problem in any industry, really, just fame chasers, you know?
Yeah.
But with the music industry in particular, the music has been around always.
Yeah.
You know? YouTube gamers and vloggers have only been around recently, if we're being real. Only recently has YouTube been around, since 2006, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not gonna agree.
I'm not sure either. I'm just saying, I think 2006, 2000s, earliest.
Yeah, early 2000s.
So, I feel like it's not a foreign idea in music just because it's been around for so long.
He said, I just wanted to say it's easier to copy and easier to identify similarities in music as opposed to any other media.
Well, yeah. And that's what I mean. Music's been around for so long that it's not a foreign idea that people will chase fame in that industry.
Yeah.
You know? Like I said, the trap era right now, a lot of the music that some people put out are just kind of cut and paste beats, cut and paste flows. Like, there's not, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just not that crazy of an idea in music or even in acting, just because those things have been around forever.
Yeah.
You know? YouTube is something very recently, so it's kind of harder to identify. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's what I think, at least. But I do appreciate the comments. They give good insight.
Yeah, this is why I wanted to do it live. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, it is fun. Do you want to start talking about music as a kid, or do you want me to go
I
off?
can go. I mean,
Go
my music as a kid, if we're talking about kid me, I just kind of listened to whatever was around the house, and then I think I also when I actually had my first iPod or whatever, it's a lot of Green Day and stuff like that. I was big Green Day boy.
Oh yeah, dude, I feel you.
But then as I started getting older, I started listening to more of more rock, and then stuff like 3 Days Grace and stuff like that. Was heavily into bands like that, and I think if I really had to choose a favorite type of music, I think it'd have to be rock. But that's just because I've grown up with it.
Mm-hmm.
As a child, I just listened. Like I said, I'd listen to whatever was around the house. A lot of that was my dad playing Led Zeppelin and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think listening to a lot of that, and then my mom also had a very different taste. She liked more pop stuff. So I think I got just a mixture of things, and I think that's why it's led me to all kinds of music. I don't have a certain preference, just because I listened to like a little bit of everything when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel that. When I was younger, the first kind of music I remember listening to was rap and rock music.
Mm-hmm.
My mom enjoys more rock music, and my dad more enjoys rap music. My dad always played rap songs and albums like the Carter 4 from Lil Wayne, Gucci Man, stuff like that, Ludacris, just a bunch of rap stuff. My dad's super into rap. It's like the only genre he listens to.
Yeah.
So every time he got to play music, it was rap. And he loved Eminem, he loved Lil Wayne, and lo and behold, those are artists that I like to this day just because I listened to them as a child. And listening to that rap really kind of cultivated my taste for it today.
Yeah.
Because, listening to it as a child, you kind of take that with you, and my mom liking more rock music, like you said, Green Day, 3 Days Grace, even like Three Doors Down, all that shit, listening to rock music. And even though I don't listen to as much rock music now as I did as a child, because I definitely feel like back then it was like a 50-50 toss-up.
Yeah.
But now I think I listen to more rap music just because I think with the overflow of artists in the rap industry in the recent years, with it being the mainstream, with the overflow of artists, there's a lot of new ideas and new explorations in the genre that we haven't really seen before, and I think I'm really enjoying that. I enjoy. Go ahead, because there's a comment, right? You want to read it?
Yeah, he just was saying that as a kid he listened to Green Day, Iron Maiden, and Nine Inch Nails.
Yep.
But he listens to the same music excluding Green Day, and then he also said, "Do you have some padding for your drinks? It makes quite a loud noise when you set the cans down." We'll just set them on the floor.
Yeah, we'll just set them on the floor. Thanks, though, for the...
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry. Thanks for the tip, though. So, yeah, I think that I listen to more rap because of the overflow of artists today. And I also think part of me likes rap a little bit better than I like rock. Because with rap, I feel like there's definitely a specific sound to rap.
Yeah.
Right? But I think rap is different from any other kind of genre of music. I mean, obviously it's different because it's a different genre. But what I feel like is in rap, you're more freely able to explore a multitude of ideas because all rapping... I mean, I'm not trying to say rapping is simple, Not many people can rap well. Yeah. What I am trying to say, though, is I feel like it's easier to convey complex ideas in rap than it is in other mediums. Like storytelling songs. Yeah. Like, for example, a few Eminem songs that I can name. Like Beautiful, When I'm Gone, Mockingbird. A lot of people love those fucking songs because they tell a story. And it's so easy, in rap at least, to tell a story and make it sound good.
Yeah.
Or at least that's the way I feel. I feel like it's easier to explore complex ideas because all you have to do really is rhyme and keep in flow with the beat.
I feel like, and I feel like rap, depending on the songs, I guess, the lyrics are way more important than the beat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's always nice to have a fantastic beat, but it's what you're saying that is like the meat of the song.
Exactly. I agree with that fully. So, I mean, that's kind of what I listened to as a kid. Eminem, a bunch of Eminem albums. Like I said, he's my favorite artist today still. I enjoy a lot of what he makes today. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much my music taste as a child, how it kind of cultivated my music taste today.
Yeah. Will said, OMG, face reveal. You clearly are not on our Twitch.
Yeah.
Richard said, I like this conversation, by the way. Pretty interesting. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Cram said, I've always just listened to anything besides most modern rap and most modern country, but my usual go-to is video game music, specifically the Elder Scrolls game soundtracks. It's quite relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they revealed their faces before on Twitch.
Yeah.
Which is kind of our next point is video game music, but
music and entertainment. But
yeah.
real quick before we get into that, actually, excuse me, I find it interesting that a lot of people, most people, I'm willing to say, most people do not like country music. They don't like it. And I don't think it's because of the ideas that they're conveying in country music. Because, like, I think some country songs can be really...
I think it's the pacing of it. And
the twang. I think it's the twang. The sound. Because, like we were talking about earlier, you can have great lyricism. You can have a fantastic idea or message that you want to convey. But if it doesn't sound good, no one's going to listen. You know?
Yeah.
That's a part of it. And I feel like people just don't like the sound of country. The twang, the guitar strum. So I feel like it's a lot harder to stand out in country.
Yeah.
Because of, I almost want to say niche. A niche sound, you know? With the country guitar and the twang in your voice.
Yeah.
You know? So I feel like it definitely interests me that it's a pretty general consensus that most people just don't like country.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not
huge into it.
I'm not huge into it.
But I'll listen. Yeah. We're going to be talking about music today.
I was about to say
yes,
into it.
yes. So,
I know... I know I don't like country music. It's the tropes of the music genre I don't like. The rhythm isn't so bad. It just feels like it's the same songs over and over again.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we just said. So let's talk about music and entertainment, which, honestly, I find to be a really cool development in music. Because before video games, I want to say before video games because movies and TV and cinema have been around for a while.
Yeah.
You know, like plays and stuff, they would have orchestras and play. You know, even in silent films, they would have an orchestra play sound to it. So I feel like music does add almost another layer. You know, music can signal, you know, what something means.
Yeah.
In a certain scene of the movie. And it can really kind of just set the tone. Like, eerier music in a movie can really give off a
like, you
good
could take, like,
vibe.
2 scenes, one without the music, one with, and they're not going to feel the same. They're, like, they could be, like, a super serious moment that's, like, super intense, but without that music, it's just kind of, like...
bland, almost.
Yeah, you're just
you
like,
know? There's no flavor.
Yeah.
It's like the chicken without the seasoning.
Exactly.
You know? Exactly like that. So...
unless you like your chicken plain. It's
then
like
you're
the
white.
chicken without the chicken.
I fucking hate you for that stupid shit.
Oh wait, I already read that, sorry.
So, but music in video games. I think it's hard to make a memorable soundtrack in a video game.
Yes, it is. Because, I mean...
So, but first, before we even get into that, let me just put out this idea that I have.
Okay.
Video game soundtracks and music in video games have a bigger impact on viewers of that video game than music in movies or TV shows. And I feel like that reason for that is because can you name me one fucking like sound effect or soundtrack you've heard or seen in a movie? You know, like dramatic music, you know, like that rises or eerie feeling music, you know? Yeah. It all is kind of general, and even though it does really help, it really does help with the tone of that specific scene. I just feel like video game music is far more impactful on that consumer than it is because of the uniqueness of that sound. Yeah. You know? Like, for best example I can give, Undertale. fucking incredible soundtrack. I only played Undertale like 1.5 times.
Yeah. We should finish that, by the way.
I know the soundtrack.
At least we should
I know
try.
songs like Spear of Justice.
Yeah.
And things like that. Like, it's a great soundtrack, and once you leave that impression on somebody, they're never going to forget your game.
Yeah. You could have a stellar game, but
garbage soundtrack. It's not
gonna be as impactful. And
exactly. And like the second, like Cram said, people are just gonna listen to it because it's enjoyable to listen to.
I literally downloaded the Undertale soundtrack.
Yeah, even
after I had beaten the game, I was like, I want to listen to that more.
Even without the game, it's still enjoyable to listen to.
Or like music I was showing you earlier, Persona 5. Specifically Persona 5 because that's the only one I played. Fucking amazing soundtrack, and what I like is it's not like regular game music. It like helps define the style of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's its own
part.
thing.
Yeah, it's some piece of the game.
Yeah, and it really makes it stand out. Like it's so good.
And what happens with video games soundtracks, just like any music in general, once you have a certain experience with that sound or music, you're going to take that with you whenever you hear that, you know? Just like in regular music, in video game soundtracks, you know, Undertale's been out for too long, so I don't care if I spoil this. It's been out for fucking ever.
Spoiler warning, there you go.
Yeah, spoiler warning right now. When you find out that Flowey is Asriel, you know, in Undertale, the music that plays right then, that automatically leaves an impression on you.
Yeah.
You know? Because whenever you listen to that, you're going to remember that time that you first fucking found out that shit, and you're going to go nuts. Like,
yeah.
So, I feel like that's another great part of music.
And like during like that fight against him at the end, like it's playing like this powerful music that's like, I need to continue. I'm going to save my friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm gonna do this. Like that is such a cool feeling that just a song can convey.
Exactly. And that's a great part of music and entertainment is it can make you feel a completely different way if it wasn't even in there.
Yeah.
You know? Music and entertainment, very, very important, in my opinion. Equally as important as music, not in entertainment, you know? But music itself is an entertainment industry, you know?
Yeah. Richard says, as someone whom is really picky about my music, it's interesting to hear that people don't have a huge preference for music genres. Will said, didn't you guys attempt to make a video game? We talked about it, never did. Cram said, I was going to use Undertale as an example, but you beat me to it. A lot of tracks in that game can make me emotional where normal music cannot.
Yep.
It has to be that association with certain parts of the game for sure that makes the music more impactful.
Yep. We did talk about making a video game very briefly.
We don't have the time for that.
just as a summary. We talked about it briefly. Never happened.
Yeah.
We don't have time.
We don't have the skills.
Exactly. But so back to music. Music and entertainment in video games, very important. As far as Richard's comment about not being picky with music, I think I'm definitely picky with music, but not in the aspect of I only listen to certain genres. It's what do I want to listen to right now?
Yeah.
You know, because the type of mood that I'm in can greatly affect the music that I want to listen to. You know?
Definitely.
And even if I'm not in the mood, just if I'm feeling certain songs at the moment or newer songs released that I'm just fucking loving.
I'll just listen to a playlist and I'll just be like, nope, just constantly skipping songs and so
to get to the one you want to hear.
Absolute banger time.
Exactly, because you know what you want to listen to.
Yeah.
Like for example, the new Chance songs that came out, the 2 new Chance songs. Fucking love those. I have all my music in Spotify, and then I have a small playlist of about 10 to 15 songs that I'll listen to daily because that's the music I'm feeling right now.
Yeah.
You know? And as my taste changes throughout the months,
the playlist is constantly changing.
Playlist will change with how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
You know, what I want to listen to. Big Mood. That's what it's titled. Big Mood. So, yeah. I feel like I'm not picky in the aspect that I curate my music, finely, but I don't always listen to all my music, but I feel like that's everybody.
Like you said earlier, if someone plays something, you're not going to be upset about it or
if
you're just going to listen to it. It's just playing.
Exactly.
Yeah, he said, I'm picky in my genres and my subgenres.
Yeah, jeez, that's intense. If you want to let us know what kind of music that you listen to and enjoy today, or even name a specific album or songs that you think we should listen to, name it, we'll give it a listen.
Yeah.
So, what's the next one? So, this next topic we're going to be talking about.
Big boy topic.
Big boy topic. Controversial alert. This is a big boy topic, okay? This isn't highly controversial, but I am going as far
just in case.
I am going as far as to say that it is controversial.
Yeah.
People do talk about it, and there is a debate.
Yeah.
There is. Does music define personality? So what we mean by that, I'll give an example. If I'm going to be listening to, say, rap, a trap song, and it says, it's talking about getting money, like putting hookers out on the street, fucking 100 different women, will I reciprocate that and take that with me?
Yeah.
Will I become that? Yeah. So, who do we want to talk about this first? You or me? I'll talk about it first.
I think you should talk about it first. And today we're going to be talking about music.
Today? We're going to be talking about music. We're going to be talking about music today.
Hang on. Controversy time. I listen to classic punk, for example. I'm struggling tonight, man. The Descendants and Old Beastie Boys.
Old Beastie Boys. Wow. I haven't listened to the Beastie Boys.
Jesus Christ, that was difficult.
I haven't listened to the Beastie Boys in a fat minute, but I only know like 2 of their songs.
Yeah. All right, go on.
Does music define personalities? I feel like, although they're not the same, I know they're not the same. Let me just put that forward. But they are similar. They have similar... I feel like this argument is the same thing or similar to the one that people make when they ask the question, do the video games we play affect?
Yeah.
Like GTA, like a little kid playing GTA. Do they become more violent? Personally, and this is a cop-out answer, but I'm going to say it, and I'm going to explain myself.
I'm going to agree with you.
It fucking depends.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It depends. Look. Listen.
I think the majority, it doesn't define the music or games.
In the majority, I feel in the majority of cases, it doesn't affect that person. Like we talked about earlier, if it sounds good, people are going to listen to it. If it just sounds good to the ear and it conveys a mood that people like, people are going to listen to that shit.
Yeah.
No matter what it says. But I feel like there are cases where there are people, and children are the main, obviously the main topic of this. I feel like there are cases where it does.
Just very impressionable.
Yeah. I mean, children in general are just impressionable.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're a consumer and you want to listen to music, you should be ready to deal with mature ideas, especially ones that you don't agree with. Okay? And I feel like as an adult, just listening to music that talks about, fucking bitches and getting money, just listening to that, I don't feel like that's going to make me change, or I'm going to take that with me, because personally, to change the way that I act, I'm going to need a convincing argument, not just to listen to it in a song or see it in a video game. Yeah. But again, I do feel like there are children or just even certain impressionable people that consume that media and take that with them. But I also feel like they never figured out how to mature in that way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Which is something that, you know, their parents or they need to figure out. Because it's going to be noticeable, you know? And people are going to tell you. So that's the way I feel with it. I know that's like a cop-out answer. But I am willing to say, for the majority of cases, I don't feel like it does.
Yeah. And I also think there's another thing I want to bring up is, like, seeing someone, like, say just someone you've never seen before, and they're listening to a type of music. Do you think you immediately get, like, an idea of how they are in your head?
What do you mean?
Like, say someone's listening to trap music, you've never seen them before.
Yeah.
Do you get an idea in your head of how they act?
I feel like
immediately.
I feel like you do.
Yeah. And that, I feel like a lot of the time that's a negative thing. Like,
yeah.
Because a lot of the time you just think bad things about the person. Or, like, say someone's, like, driving, blaring trap music out of the car. You're just like, really? Like...
Yeah.
I don't know.
You definitely picture... Through the music that people listen to, you definitely have a picture of who they are in your head.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't think that's a good thing. Because that's associating general ideas. You're not looking at that person as an individual.
Yeah.
You know, you're just associating a general idea, and that person just happens to fall under.
Yeah.
You know, which in turn makes people less willing to share the kind of music that they enjoy. You know, if you do enjoy trap, which there's nothing wrong with that. Let me put that out there.
That was just something I was using as an example.
Oh, no, I know. We're just using it as an example because it's in the mainstream right now. If you do enjoy trap or heavy metal music, you know, like some people would say screamo music.
Or like Cram, listening to Elder Scrolls music. What a fucking nerd no.
Yeah, no, like that's a good example. Like people, if you listen to video game music, they're gonna, oh, this guy's a fucking nerd. Or people listening to screamo music, as some people would say, oh, this guy is, you know, fucking crazy. Like all the songs sound the same, you know, like, or even trap music, the same thing. All the songs sound the same. This guy's probably a fucking, like, you know, fuck boy.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, there's a definite, I definitely agree with that. People definitely do envision a certain kind of person when they hear music.
Richard said, I do think that a heavy preference does affected by music taste. And then Cram was mad that I just called him out for being a nerd.
Wait, so what did Richard say?
He said, I do think that a heavy preference does affected by music taste. I don't know what he's saying there.
You're going to have to explain, Richard.
Yeah.
You're going to have to elaborate. I don't know. I haven't looked into, like, the studies.
Yeah.
Obviously. Because there definitely are studies, and I encourage you to go look that shit up.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just the way I feel right now. You know, I'm not particularly convinced that it does affect the majority of people, because I don't feel like it does. You know, when I log on to GTA, which is very rare because I just have it for the PS3.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if I'm in the fucking mood, a better example, Smash, just fucking came out, right? I'm not gonna, after I play Smash,
I'm gonna go beat the fuck out of some people.
I'm not gonna go beat the fuck out of some people. You know, like, I'm not gonna do that shit. Just over playing a video game, you know?
Yeah.
It's just enjoyable to do. Like, that's just the purpose of that game. Like with GTA, people have such an issue with GTA because you can kill people and you can get prostitutes and shit like that. It's like, that's the purpose of the game.
Yeah.
And it works very well. Like, people are definitely willing to consume that.
I meant what I put. I see a trend of music taste and personality.
Oh, so you think it does affect personality? That's what I'm guessing. That's what I think he says, because that last line you read.
So how do you think it affects personality? And then Cram said Smash has been out for 19 years, lol.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, you fucker.
Today we're going to be talking about music.
This is a shitty meme, and we're going to have to continue it on our channel. We're gonna be talking about music today. You gotta say right after it, you know? I'm waiting to hear.
He said yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I thought that was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna move on while Richard is typing.
I think emo music makes people's music. What? What?
What'd he say?
I think emo music makes people's music. Today we're going to be talking about music. Richard, are you high on drugs? You're struggling. You were doing good at the beginning. You sound like me now. Personality just like their music taste. What?
He's saying that
I think emo music makes
people emo. I assume that's what he's trying to say.
maybe.
I think.
Sorry, my keyboard sucks.
I think I slightly like. I mean, we just talked about this. I just said like 100 times.
Like today we're
I
going to talk about
think
music.
As we were talking about before, I do agree with the idea that it does affect some people, and like we talked about earlier in the podcast, if we didn't, then we are now. Music can put you in a mood.
Yeah.
And if I'm listening to a sad song, like emo music, as people would, deem it, it's gonna make me sad for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's just how I want to feel. Is sad, for some fucking reason.
But it doesn't entirely affect your personality.
Yeah,
it
that's.
just
I think.
kind of shapes your feelings for that moment.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think as to go as far as to say your entire personality is kind of a long stretch.
Yeah. Graham said like we're going to talk about music.
Ban Graham from the streams. Ban him.
Today we're going to be talking about
I
music.
fucking hate you. As soon as that stupid ass smile came on your face, I knew exactly what you were going to say. So, we're going to introduce our closing topic, which honestly probably won't be that long.
And then we could just chill and talk.
Yeah.
To you guys.
So, I did it just because he told me not to earlier. So,
he said no, please.
oh boy. Why is music important to us? And I open with every single fucking topic, so you're gonna be.
Well, I think we kind of covered this in general already. I mean.
Well, let's just go over it then. A brief summary.
I mean, it can help me relax, because I feel like recently I've just been super stressed, and it's kind of my escape. Like, games are a good escape for me, but combined with music, it just really takes me out of reality, so I can chill.
It is. It's an escape.
Yeah, and like I said, another point I made was I will even go to certain songs when I feel like super upset or stressed and just need to get out of it.
Yeah.
And then there's songs that, like we talked about, that make us hyped or literally can affect how we.
How you feel?
How we feel and how we go about our day to day, and that's why it's just such a big thing. Just
the power that music has, over your feelings.
Yeah,
I feel like definitely is why music is important. But I also I talked about this earlier. Another reason why I enjoy music and I feel like it's important is because it's a medium in which people can convey their thoughts, ideas, and feelings in a way that you usually wouldn't get outside of music. In everyday conversation, you just kind of tell people how you feel. You obviously offer a little bit of an explanation, but in music, it's so different, and it can be very empowering, or it can really take you to a place where you feel like you relate with that person so much more so than an everyday conversation can. The ideas that people can create and the different sounds that people are exploring even now in music, I find to be incredibly interesting and amazing. And I think that's why music is pretty important.
And I think it helps bring people together.
Yeah,
for
sure.
And create just, amazing memories. Like I think some of my fondest memories are just us in your car, just driving at night, just singing along to a song.
Exactly.
Like,
and like we talked about earlier, the association you carry with those songs will be there with you forever. Whenever you hear that song.
Yeah.
You know, music is definitely very powerful, and I feel like that's why it's important. You know. So now, I'm gonna say, what time is it? It's currently 9:05 where we are. So I'm gonna say we're gonna give at least 15 minutes for you guys to ask questions.
Yeah.
Or things like that.
Or if you guys don't ask any questions, we'll end stream.
Or if we get, if we keep going, we can go longer than that.
Yeah.
But let's leave this time now for you guys to ask questions to us that we didn't cover, or just
give your own thoughts.
Yeah, give your own thoughts. Let's reciprocate some ideas here, fellas.
Cram said, I remember an emotional experience with music right after I finished Life is Strange. A friend showed me the song Let Her Go by Passenger, and I ended up crying for like 10 minutes, LOL. But I think that's so cool that like a song
can make you cry.
Can make you cry, yeah.
Crying is
such strong emotion.
Yeah. Can be conveyed through a 3-minute song.
Richard said, what do you think about the band Low Roar? I'm not familiar with them.
Also not familiar.
We'll have to listen to some songs after and
big sorry, Richie boy.
Have to let you know how we feel.
Yep.
Today we're going to be talking about music. Such a stupid meme. Also, after I finished Undertale properly, I couldn't listen to the soundtrack for a few days. I'm really emotionally weak person. Help.
I feel you. I feel you. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm emotionally weak, but I'm just saying that to help you, Richard.
It wasn't even Richard who said it. It was
Graham.
Graham.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I don't know. Is there any like other game soundtracks you're really into? I named 2 of mine. I mean, one was Undertale and Persona.
Game soundtracks that I enjoy.
Or maybe just a song from a game.
A song from a game. Fuck.
I mean, I definitely play a lot more games than you do, so...
Yeah, I mean... Mario Odyssey.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I fucking enjoy that soundtrack.
It's so good.
The one where you're in New Donk City.
So good. During the festival?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, dude. I'm not fucking around.
That's a actual bop.
Dude. I'm sorry? An actual
bop. I'm gonna spit out my drink if I take a drink.
I'm gonna have to moisten my lips, bro. What did you just say? I'm gonna have to wet my palate. Can you please tell me what you just said? What the fuck is a BOP?
You heard me.
I said I would have to moisten my lips. Just so you lick your lips, you fuck. Dude.
Oh my god.
We're gonna make a challenge, because I know we both do it. Cannot lick our lips for the rest of this damn podcast. Oh my god, I'm getting a call.
Do you want me to mute?
Yeah, just mute it real quick.
Be right back.
It's on now. Oh my god. Cram said, just because you muted the mic doesn't mean you can start slamming the can on the table. And Richard said, lol. Okay, hear me out. We're going to have a challenge. For the rest of this fucking podcast, we cannot lick our lips.
I have an issue, guys.
Dude, I do it now. I just want you to know that. I do it.
See, I'll be talking and I'll like laugh or I'll like make a joke and I just
cannot lick our lips.
What is the word called? Man. I fuck it up every time, Trevor. Please help me.
Try not to laugh at you.
Please
I'm
help
really
me.
trying not to laugh at you. What does it start with?
M?
Moisten?
No. No, not even close. Man.
You sound like you look like a fucking deaf person. I'm hungry. You look like you're deaf.
Alright, I'm looking up the word. I'm looking up the word.
Fucking learning impaired.
The word, man. I don't want to say it wrong and then look stupid, but
Holy
I'm already
fuck.
dumb.
You dumb motherfucker. Richard said, ow, my frickin' ears. Cram said, Mannerism.
Yes.
I said fucking moisten.
I said, and you said moisten?
Meh.
God, that's dude.
I'm so fucking glad we left this fucking stream running. Guys, ask us questions. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you on this too?
I just pulled it up because we don't need the thing anymore. We're gonna talk about music. Hey, that's our thing. Stop it.
Cram's stealing our meme. You fucking licked your lips.
Did
you
I?
Licked your lips. Yeah, you did. I just.
See, I don't even know. What is my punishment?
You can't feel your tongue.
Here.
You have to have a punishment.
I mean,
It's not gonna be a slap on the hand. That's
Yeah, slap.
That's garbage.
I was gonna do it, but I didn't want. My computer's right there. Smack my hand.
You didn't answer my second answer though.
You didn't answer my second answer, brother.
Today we're gonna be talking about music. Question. Second. Looking for
Smack my hand.
Okay, what do you think about how older generations are hating newer generations of music, even though they sound similar?
I don't necessarily agree with that.
That older generations hate newer?
That they sound similar in some ways, depending on the music.
I don't think I agree with that either. As far as older
Let's take an example. Ted
Oh.
hates rap. Really hates it.
He doesn't.
That's gonna make loud noises. Don't do that.
Okay.
Smack my hand. I licked my lips.
Okay. I just angered Richard. Richard's gonna be large.
Just smack my hand.
No! Get away from me, you fucking pervert!
Ow.
God, you're like a fucking masochist. What the hell is wrong with you?
There should be punishment.
Will you stop saying that? It's making me really uncomfortable.
It's an absolute bop, brother.
Meh. Meh. Your dumb hand move.
I'm just gonna take a drink.
I'm gonna have to moisten my lips.
Is it moistened? No.
Dude, I'm tearing up. I'm tearing up.
Ow, my ears again.
Okay,
Ow.
can we-
I'm gonna leave if there's any more. Just go on any like classical 60s to 80s music video and look at the comments, and you won't have to scroll far before seeing some. I was born in the wrong generation.
Cram, Richard, look, let me just say this plainly. Steven and I agree that older generations hate newer generations' music. However, we disagree that they sound similar.
Yes.
I think the reason is because it's different.
Uh-huh.
And that's just as plainly as you can put it. It's different. People don't like change. And I say that, and I'm sure as shit, as I'm older, people are going to be listening to shit, and I'm just gonna be like, that shit's garbage.
Those damn kids.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure it's gonna happen. Some people aren't like that though. There are some old people that will get it.
Back in my day, people didn't
it.
say those kinds of words, Trevor.
There are some old people that will get it to a fat bob. It's just a fact of life, okay? Most people just don't. And it's just because it's different, Richard. Because it's different. That's exactly why. Oh, my new champion.
People don't like... That's Will. People don't like change. Never said they sound similar, LOL. Not you. Richard. Wow, took the words right out of my mouth. Sounds pretty similar, at least as similar as new music can sound from older generations.
Well, I mean... Oh, I disagree.
I guess you gotta just give us songs.
Yeah, like, if you could give us...
Examples.
Yeah, an example, because... I don't
like,
think...
how old are you talking?
Yeah, exactly.
We could be talking about, like...
We could be thinking
just a few years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A generation lasts for, like, 30-something fucking years.
Yeah.
Like, when we were born 99, right? We're not
right?
even,
Yes, you were born 99.
We're not even millennials.
No.
We're, like, fucking, like, Gen... like, X or some shit like that.
It'd be like that for real.
They be saying that it don't.
But it really do. Today we're going to be talking about some...
I gotta take a breather. I'm taking a breather.
You licked your lips.
I'll lick your lips. Oh. I said that and immediately regretted it.
Trevor's threatened to put his ball sack on my PlayStation.
God, rock hard.
What the fuck? I was born in 96, so it's pretty much the same time.
Fucking Steven. What the fuck? I'm gonna piss my pants.
Welcome to our music stream.
Today
we're gonna be talking about music.
I'm gonna piss my pants. You said, you chuckled and then said, what the fuck?
Oh, so much autism in one stream.
I'm fucking crying.
Do you guys like the live podcast better?
Yeah, you gotta let us know. I'm enjoying this.
Because the one thing about that's gonna be different is as much as you guys want to be a part of the conversation in like videos, there's not really much of a conversation unless we're typing back and forth in comments, which we do, but I think it's a lot better
live streaming. Because that's the focus.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty similar. Oh, yeah, you already read that.
Yeah.
I was born in 96, so it's pretty much the same time.
I also read that too. What time are you leaving?
I don't know. Fuck you.
Because if you're not, like, leaving right away, we could just, like, stream Smash or something.
I'm not. I'll probably leave in, like, 45 minutes.
Nah, I don't feel like setting it up then. We'll just play.
Holy shit.
Besides the technical issue, I like talking about stuff like this, LOL.
We need... Okay, I'm gonna be real. We want some interesting topics to talk about.
Yes, we struggle.
We don't... It's not that we struggle coming up with ideas. It's that we struggle with coming up with ideas we feel would be interesting enough to appear on the channel.
So if you guys have any topics that you want to hear us talk about, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
We say this every time.
Please.
No one does.
Give us some suggestions.
Fuckers.
Right now.
Interesting topics. Hey, when are you going to beat... get out of here.
Cram's demodded on our Twitch stream.
He's demodded in real life. I'm taking his legs.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Oh.
Yeah, is that what you were referencing?
No.
Dude, you were referencing that?
No, but
I hope you have fucking star athlete sons. And they get their legs taken away from them. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. That's from oh god, Talladega Nights.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
It's a funny movie. And they get their legs taken away.
I think that next stream, if it isn't Smash or Super Mario, we play Undertale.
Okay, hell yeah.
Because we just kind of left that. It didn't come back.
Undertale?
Yeah. We're still in the middle of the genocide run.
Oh fuck yeah, you're right. Damn.
We were fighting Undyne.
Oh yeah, because we couldn't beat her.
Yeah. Interesting topics. Hey, when are you going to beat Undertale, Trevor? Undyne, Trevor. And that's me. I was playing Undyne.
Yeah, Steven wanted to do genocide.
Argue about which games between similar ones are better. Wait, what?
He wants us to take similar games like Street Fighter or Tekken and then decide which one is better in our opinion.
Well, I want to take a game that we both are familiar with then. Because, I'm not super familiar with those games.
Do you want to do that right now?
Sure.
Alright, pick a game.
I'm trying to think of stuff. It's got to be something me and you both have played, though. That is similar to another game. Do you have anything in mind?
No.
Chat?
Chat, help!
Give us more games.
Please.
Give us more similar games.
We're not interesting
Hey,
enough.
Steven, when are you going to hit Crazy Snipes? On my main channel. Go check it out. Oops, I forgot. Oh, Undertale and Deltarune is the first that comes to mind. We already...
We
Yeah,
know.
we
We
heard
already
that.
said that on stream, but we can say it again because we're both in agreement.
What?
I said we already said our opinion on stream.
Oh, about
Undertale and Deltarune, but
Yeah.
we're both in agreement, so it wouldn't really be an argument.
Undertale is better. And Deltarune... I mean, it's not finished, but... So I can't really...
So far, it's just, I'll be real, it's just a disappointment. In my
Everyone's
opinion.
super excited for it. I'm just like, yeah, it's okay.
It wasn't that great.
Did we beat it on stream? I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. It's got some tunes,
Yeah, it does have some good music.
but
in
not
it.
as much as Undertale.
Yep.
Didn't care about any characters at all.
Not a single fucking one. I did
The
not
only reason I
care.
cared about Lancer was because of the country voice.
Yeah,
The
exactly
only reason.
that.
We made it fun. Gameplay was okay. Halo or COD?
I've played both.
I've played both. Or we could do Bloodborne or Dark Souls.
Okay. Well, let's do Halo and Call of Duty first.
Okay. Which one are you fighting for? Which one do you play
Oh
more?
boy.
You probably played more COD.
I think let's get a minute to decide, and then on 3, we'll both say what we think is better. Okay?
Oh, I was just gonna say you pick one, I pick one.
Oh, it's a definite argument. We're gonna have to argue. I was just saying we're gonna say our opinions, and if they,
I don't care. Either way is
I
fine.
don't see why I would argue for a side I don't.
Well, that's why I said which one, because I can argue for either, I guess. Well, actually, I know which one I like better. Okay, let's just do it your thing. We'll...
All right, yeah. So I'm ready, by the way. Are you
I'm ready. I know which
Alright,
one I like
so
better. So
on
we're just
3.
saying the title of the game and then
that we think is better.
and then why.
Yeah, we'll explain why afterwards.
Yeah,
Ready?
okay.
1, 2, 3. Call of Duty. Yeah, I think Call of Duty is better than Halo.
Halo's just gotten progressively worse with each title. Not necessarily saying Call of Duty hasn't, but it's definitely picked up with Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 is hella good. I
And
don't know, you
one
haven't played it.
thing, the zombies mode in Black
So
Ops it's always been good. Maybe in like okay, maybe not always. That's a strong word.
Yeah.
Mostly has been great.
Yeah.
Black Ops 1 zombies, fan-fucking-tastic. This zombies, pretty great. Black Ops 2 zombies, I enjoyed. World at War zombies, fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great game mode that Halo has never tapped into, and it's something that Call of Duty's mostly done well. you
Halo
know?
had a strong story in the first 3,
Yeah,
and that's it.
large agree. That's it. Yeah.
It was fun as a couch co-op game. That's a big fighting point for it. But the more and more I played them, the less I just didn't even want to.
Well, and I find that
Same with Call of Duties, but again, they've started to come back, like with Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 is really enjoyable.
Yep. I find that I find that Call of Duty also does a better job at being a multiplayer game,
Yes.
more so than Halo does. I mean, and that's just what I enjoy more than a story mode. Let's be real. If I wanted a goddamn story, I'd play Undertale. A
It
game
wouldn't
like
be a
that.
first-person shooter most of the time, at least.
Like a story, you can't do much with a story in a first-person shooter. This is my opinion, the best story that Call of Duty ever had for me was MW2.
Yeah.
Personally, that's just because I played it as a kid, and it was the first one that I was exposed to. Also because that might give it a little bit of advantage, but I just like it better than the others.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking loved Captain Price. I was pissed when that general betrayed us,
Mm-hmm.
But let's be real, if I wanted to play a story game, it wouldn't be an FPS. It would not be. It would be something like God of War, An actual game built around a story, not a first-person shooter. And I feel like that's where Call of Duty succeeds because it does a better job of being a first-person shooter.
Yeah.
More so than Halo does.
It's a game that I find myself, like, if I had to sit down and choose, I'd just always choose Call of Duty. It's my guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Bloodborne versus Dark Souls. I already know your answer. I already know my answer.
Alright, ready?
3,
3, 2, 1.
Bloodborne.
Yeah, I just like Bloodborne better. For me personally, and I haven't played a lot of either game. I've played probably maybe an hour of each game. More so Dark Souls because we did a drunk stream or two.
Yeah.
But even though I've played Dark Souls longer because of those drunk streams, I enjoy Bloodborne a lot better. Personally, the controls, not even the controls, it feels better to play.
Yeah.
In a way that I can't describe.
It's my biggest thing against Dark Souls is just so slow.
Yeah.
And taking away the shields and adding guns, and the rally thing, which is basically when you get hit, if you start hitting back, you're gonna regain that health. Like, it made the game way faster and
mechanics.
It just more engaging instead of wait for this enemy to do a certain move, attack.
Yeah.
2 times, back off, wait for him to do a certain move, attack 2 times. Like, it's just more fun.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree with that.
I also like the worlds better.
I feel like Bloodborne is more engaging. Like I said, the moment I started playing Bloodborne, it, in a way that I can't describe, it just felt better.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt better to play. And like you were talking about, more interesting mechanics like that rallying thing. So,
Cram said Halo and COD are both really good titles. I'd go with Halo and for story and COD for multiplayer. Although Halo's and multiplayer and COD story is good too. Uncharted versus Gears of War. I've never played Uncharted.
I've seen gameplay from Uncharted.
But I'll still do this one.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Uncharted.
Yeah. Have you seen gameplay from Uncharted?
Yeah. I've seen a little bit.
Then why do you choose it then?
Because I know that it's got a decent story. Like, I've just heard about it. And Gears has also become a shitty franchise that just...
For me, the reason I pick...
And I've never had a huge attachment to Gears.
The reason I pick Uncharted is because I feel like, and personally, I feel like Gears of War was never engaging.
Yeah, it's just kind of fun because you could hit things with a chainsaw.
Well, yeah, and there's better games out there. No offense, like Halo.
Yeah.
Or Call of Duty. Like, there's just better games out there. Gears of War was never super engaging for me. It didn't feel fun to play. And then Uncharted, even though I've never played it, I've seen gameplay and it's got a good story.
I've actually played a little bit of Uncharted, like one of the first ones.
I've never played it, but I've seen plenty of gameplay from Uncharted 4 and other Uncharted games.
They're very pretty.
They're very nice on graphics. Not to say that Gears of War isn't, but they're definitely better.
Gears of War is just grimy. It's very dark.
Yeah.
And you can see very vibrant areas in Uncharted.
Uncharted looks better. The story is infinitely better.
I think it plays better too. Gears feels very
slow.
Clunky.
Yeah, it does. It's like I said, it's not engaging in the same way that Uncharted is.
Yeah. Never played Gears of War. I love Uncharted though. Oh God, please do not spoil Modern Warfare. I'm still working on playing through that trilogy.
What? You haven't played fucking Modern Warfare yet?
Rest in peace.
That shit is from like. That shit is from so long. Holy shit. Well, I
hope you didn't hear what he said.
He probably did.
He's probably big mad.
Yeah, because that's...
You can't really blame us. It's an old game.
That's a very large part of the story. My general rule for spoilers is that after something comes out, you've got 2 months. Okay? Unless you're specifically waiting to play it. Then I'll give you upwards of like half a year.
Yeah.
You know? But you cannot tell me with an honest face that you want to play a game but you don't have the funds for 6 months. You feel me? Or you're not going to watch gameplay of it. Like, I don't know.
Metal Gear versus Splinter Cell.
I've never played either. 2 to 3 years, Richard?
I've only played a little bit of Metal Gear, but I'll still do it.
I haven't seen either.
Oh, okay.
Well, I haven't even seen gameplay either. Richard says 2 to 3 years for spoilers.
That's what? BS. That's too much.
That's way too long, dude. Look, all I'm saying is, my argument is, if you want to see a movie, or a TV show, or play a video game, you're telling me you want to see it. So much so that you're willing to avoid any spoilers on the internet, which are various and numerous. And you somehow don't do that in 6 months. You know?
Yeah.
6 months is my max. After that, it's like, fucking what? You like, how?
Yeah. I mean, if of course, we're gonna be talking about it, but if you're like, don't spoil it, we're not gonna be like, and this is how it ends, like on purpose, but like.
Yeah, if I mean, I'm not gonna say fuck you and like you're.
Yeah, but if it's a fucking old ass game,
you can't expect.
It's like saying like, fucking BioShock and talking about that ending. It's like,
you can't just say no spoil. You can't just say spoiler alert. You know, BioShock is hella old.
Yeah.
I haven't played BioShock, and I know the ending of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But that's because I never had a particular interest in it. I don't really care that much. Games like Smash.
It's pretty good.
Games like Smash. I desperately wanted to play Smash, and even though somebody gave it to me as a gift, I was gonna buy it as soon as I got my next paycheck because I wanted to play it. You know what I'm saying? Even games or movies that I save for. I can't tell myself that I want to and don't do it within 6 fucking months. You know what I'm saying? Like, over 100 days.
Hey Ace, I dig the fireplace. Thanks, man. We put a lot of work into typing fireplace 10 hours and then clicking like the first video.
I dig the fireplace, bro. Hell yeah.
I just read that.
Will you shut the fuck up, dude?
Are we gonna fight?
Anyways, Hyperion, you should rewind. You should watch the stream after it's posted because I feel like this has definitely been a very interesting stream.
Mm-hmm.
Richard, I'm sorry that you can't buy video games when they're full price. I'm sorry for that. I don't know what else. I don't know what to tell you, matey. Sorry.
Oh, this reminds me of when a friend was showing me Red Dead Redemption 2 for the first time, and he said, yeah, everyone's familiar with the ending of the first game. Not me, because I haven't played it yet, but I just don't understand how. How do you go this long without... I almost just said the ending. Wow. That would have been a huge dick move.
Yeah.
But, like, there's just some games that, like, you don't even have to play them, and you just know.
Well, it's not even that. It's like I said.
It's such an iconic ending.
You're telling me you want to play the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you have a drive to play it. You know?
Fucking play it then.
That's what I'm gonna say. Play it.
A lot of these games I didn't even know existed, and I usually don't like going out and watching gameplay videos.
Yeah, well...
I don't know. It's just like...
Gameplay videos, you don't get the same experience watching gameplay as you do playing a game.
That's why I regret watching... I watched All Until Dawn. I regret that hella. I wish I would have... Me and you could have experienced together for the first time. I also regret... I regret for you watching God of War.
Yeah?
I wanted you to play it, and you fucking watched the entire thing. I'm so mad at you.
Alrighty.
Want to know the ending to Persona 3? It's 12 years old. I do not know the ending, LOL. Just messing with you.
You could tell me. You know why, Richard? Because I don't want to play Persona 3. I don't want to. I could care less about the ending.
I mean, I'm playing Persona 5, but I don't think I'm going to go back and play Persona 3.
And also, it's like, if I wanted to play Persona 3, I would have known about it 12 years ago. You know? If I wanted to.
I definitely will rewind it in the middle of work right now. Please keep this podcast up. I will watch it on my way home. It'll be up.
It will be fully uploaded after the stream ends, so don't you sweat it.
Hey, want to know how Super Mario Bros. Ends?
Yes.
I've never seen the ending of Super Mario Bros.
Which one?
The very first one.
We mean like the very
first Mario. How does it end?
I think I've seen the ending of Super Mario Bros. 3.
How does that end?
Super Mario Bros. 3. It's not really like a.
Hang on, I'm gonna play it.
Came out in 90s. You're telling me.
Today we're gonna talk about music.
Yeah, I know this stream kind of went off the rails.
I mean, we got to the end and we were just talking. So
I definitely feel like we should end it though.
I'm sorry, he wants to end it. God, what an asshole!
What an asshole!
What an asshole!
What an asshole!
I just really want to play Smash for the last 30 minutes. So yeah, I want to end it.
By up, I mean public. It will be public. It'll be uploaded.
It'll be large public. In the public. Share it with your friends. Wow, Trevor, fake streamer, worst person. Wow, Cram. Here's the ending of Red Dead. Can we end stream as we're saying the ending of the game?
No, that's a big dick move. No. Crab,
please.
Watch gameplay of it. If you're not gonna buy it, watch gameplay of it.
Yes. Ow. Right.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay.
Today we're going to talk about music.
And we did. So,
we did talk about music.
I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed.
I had a fuck ton of fun.
I had a lot of fun as well. Definitely highly considering doing all our future streams live.
All our future streams live? You mean all our future podcasts?
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the setup that we had with the fireplace.
This is just a very quick thing.
Yeah, but I
took
feel
a
like
lot of work for no reason.
I feel like we could make it permanent. You know, this could be our permanent live setup.
We might change the fire.
Yeah, may or may not change the fire.
We'll just have a new fire every week or every.
That's incredible.
Podcast.
That's incredible. I know every week I was like, whoa, that's a lofty promise. Well, yeah. So I hope you guys really enjoyed everything about the stream. I know I did. Talking to you guys made the podcast a lot better.
Way more engaging.
And enjoyable.
You know, next time we should actually have music in the background. We need to find music.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to worry about it tonight because this was kind of a... Let's go home and do a podcast. Yeah. So, maybe next time we'll have some chill music in the background.
Maybe, maybe not. Who knows?
I won't promise anything. Last time we added music to a stream, we deleted a channel.
Yeah. Alrighty.
All right.
Well, we'll see you guys later. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. Bye.
Hang on. Keep saying bye.
Bye.
Say it again.
Goodbye.
One time.